Life is a tapestry, woven with the threads of our everyday experiences, be it the joy, the struggles, the sacred, the ordinary, and even the unseen. Each thread tells a story, all shaping who we are and who we are becoming. What if the stories we carry are the threads God uses to stitch others back together? To awaken the truth that your story matters, that your beauty, brokenness, silence, and strength are not contradictions, but sacred thread in a divine design. It is from this deep knowing that I'm launching my podcast called Threads of Grace, a space to gather in communion for soulful conversations that honor who we are and who we are becoming, and the grace that carries us in between. I am your host, Gatang'i, also known as Becky, a daughter of the Most High King, a wife to a good man, a mother to 3 incredible girls, a daughter of loving parents, a sister by birth and by choice to many, and a friend walking this journey with you. I carry many roles, but at the core of it, I am a woman who has been stitched together by grace called for such a time as this. Threads of Grace is inspired by the power found in the hem of the garment, the tsitsi, the sacred place of healing where we read about in Matthew chapter 9, verse 20 to 22. In a powerful moment of faith in action, a woman who had suffered from constant bleeding for 12 years came up behind Jesus and, believing that even the smallest touch of his garment could heal her, she reached for the hem, and in that sacred act, Jesus saw her, affirmed her, and instantly her faith led to her complete restoration. This podcast is also anchored in the timeless call of Esther that we read in Esther chapter 4, verse 14. In this verse, we see that we must not remain silent because perhaps we were born for such a time as this. Mordecai, a Jewish man from the tribe of Benjamin, urges Esther to recognize the divine timing of her positioning, warning that if she remains silent while her people face destruction, deliverance will arise from elsewhere, but she and her family may perish. He challenges her to see that perhaps she has been placed in the royal palace for such a time as this, a moment of destiny where her courage and obedience could change the course of history. These threads, our stories, our breakthroughs, our scars, they matter. This podcast is also for every person navigating through life, growing, learning, wrestling, healing, and holding on to hope. Life like healing is not a linear journey, and just like threads in a tapestry, we are stronger and most beautiful when woven together. That is why I will bring you soul-nourishing conversations with subject matter experts and everyday people just like you and me. We have encountered grace in different personal ways. Together, we will hold space for reflection and growth, weaving wisdom from lived experiences and sacred insights. We have structured the podcast into several episodes covering an array of relatable issues. We kickstart season 1 with a foundational theme, Healing the Inner Self, which will explore inner work and learning and personal restoration. I am so excited to announce that our first episode airs on the 1st of August 2025, a month where here in South Africa, we celebrate Women's Month. It is no coincidence. It is a divine alignment. In honor of this sacred season, our very first conversation is with a woman whose life and ministry have been woven into my own journey of faith for over 18 years. Pastor Mariana Crompton, our mother in faith and matriarch at Word of Faith Christian Center, joins me in episode 1 titled The Hem, Where Healing Begins. Together we will explore the journey of the healing, why healing matters, the courage it takes to reach out in faith, and the grace that meets us when we do. As we prepare for this sacred conversation, I'd love you to include your voice in this room. So here is something for you to reflect on. If you could reach out, like the woman who touched the hem of his garment, what would you be reaching for today? Is it healing? Is it strength? Is it peace in the middle of your storm? Or is it simply courage to take one small step forward? Whatever it is, I want to hear from you. Please send a short voice note, message, or reflection using these details below on our social media platforms. And let's shape this first episode together. Your reflections may be featured in episode 1 conversation. So whether you're listening while walking, resting, or simply searching for a moment of peace, welcome. You are not alone. You are deeply seen and you belong here. This is Threads of Grace, created with love and intention just for you.